Oh, you already know what it is. We're coming right back at you again with this week's top 5 AEW storylines of the week. For the sickos out there, I go by the name of Steph Ronan. That's my main man, Aaron McKee.
What up, y'all?
And we're coming to you live and direct for the 44 Heelz podcast for this week's AEW recap. It's top 5 storylines. All right, let's go ahead and kick this thing off with a little bit of collision sprinkled in there, in some kind of way. Great match, first of all, between Moxley and Daniel Garcia to kick off the show. And to everybody who said Moxley cannot wrestle, well, he just proves you wrong again. This man was doing grapples. Somebody said, man, the graps in this match is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So the graps in this match was crazy, man. Jon Moxley is an all-around professional wrestler. You can say what you want about Daniel Garcia's persona away from the ring, but he does get it done in the ring, and this was a great match. The reason why this is one of my top storylines of the week is because of how everything was playing out during the match. Okay, at one point in the match, Daniel Garcia gets knocked out the ring. Who comes to help him up? Shafir.
Yeah.
She's trying to help him up. I'm like, what the devil going? I said, okay. So we remember, let's do a little callback. We do remember Daniel Garcia, before he starts his match, he's in the ear. Moxie's in his ear saying something. We don't know what it was said. We still don't know what's going on. But I think we're going to find out by the end of this week.
We're going to see what happens with that shaking up.
Shaking it up. Okay, so, they doing their thing. Okay, Moxley wins for the second time against Daniel Garcia with a roll-up pin. Not with a pin, 1, 2, 3, shoulders to the mat type stuff, and not with a submission pin, but with a roll-up pin. Okay, that's a telling tale. So that means Daniel Garcia is this close every time. Daniel Garcia flips his shit. I mean, he don't even want nothing with Matt Menard. He don't want nothing to do nothing with him. He's throwing straight to the back. He is tossing up all types of stuff. This was a good match. Again, this is one of the 4 matches I was talking about before we jumped on that this could be one of the matches of the week. But we're about to see what happens. Now, let's go into the second storyline of the week. Since we're talking about Daniel Garcia and Moxley, well. I called it doing All In, but it didn't happen then, but it's happening now. Daniel Garcia is officially a heel, and he has joined the Death Row. My main man, Aaron McKee, I know you hate Daniel Garcia, but what did you think? What did you think about how everything transpired, and what do you think about the new addition to the Death Riders?
I mean, it's a soft move because if you can't beat them, join them. So very soft, soft.
Yeah.
But bro, I mean, I wasn't expecting it on Dynamite. It happens, and I'm just like, I'm good with it. I don't need to see it, bro. I don't need to see him.
What's right? Hey, bro, listen. Hold on, bro. Man, you have no love for Daniel Garcia.
No, none, zero.
So you mean to tell me you don't want to see him as a face? Because ever since you started watching the AEW, you only seen him as a face, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to see him as a heel.
I mean, we'll see where this goes. We'll see where Tony Khan books this, or Jon Moxley helps him. Jon Moxley's going to make him a star. That's what he does. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Crowd hates Wheeler Yuta. That's what you want. Now the crowd definitely hates Daniel Garcia in an instant. It went from the crowd loving him to they booing the shit out of him like that. It was like that, bro. Just bam, done.
Well, maybe that was forced love. Maybe it wasn't real love. Maybe it was like, man, we really don't like this guy, but let's cheer him anyway, right? Because
and is it official? Is he officially in the Death Riders? That's what I want to know.
You know what?
Or is he just emotional?
You're right. You're right. You're right, because I mean, if you think about it, the mercenary of the Death Riders, who is Gabe Kidd, he's never really been officially a part of the Death Riders, right?
He's like an associate,
right? So is Dan Garcia official member, or will be associate? Now, with that being said, we all know what's about to happen again, because this goes into my number 3 storyline of the week. We had a match between Chris Statlander and Harley Cameron versus was it Julia and Sky Blue from the 2 of the Triangle Madness? They get it on. Chris Statlander takes the win over Julia Hart, but how does she win the match? With the seat belt.
Yeah.
And who uses that finishing move? Wheeler
Yuta.
A nice little tip of the hat. tipping wrong. I'm telling you, man, I see it coming. Chris Statlander is going to join the Death Riders because let me tell you how I kind of feel this way. She's gotten real buddy with Harley Cameron. For the longest time, Chris Statlander wasn't, even though she was a face, she didn't have like face qualities about herself. She would come out to the ring,
She had
very
that
stoic,
attitude.
had an attitude, right? So this made me kind of think like, okay, well maybe, just maybe, they want to butter her up, face her up before she actually makes a turn, so that way it will be like, well, she wasn't really too happy anyway. But now we know what's about to happen, and I really think sooner than later, Chris Statlander is going to be a part of the Death Riders as well, which makes the Death
big
Riders
like
grow.
Don Callis, bro. They getting as big as Don Callis family over here, bro. Shit, we gonna have two mega groups in AEW.
I was gonna ask you that. Wouldn't it be a sight to see the two mega groups go head to head? Death Riders and Don Callis family.
That'd be good, bro. That'd be good, but
could the Death Riders be a face group? Can you see the Death Riders being a face group?
It's gonna be hard. It's going to be hard. I mean, if they go against Don Callis family, instantly we're going to root for the Death Riders. Right. Let's go Death Riders.
That's right.
Fuck That's Don Callis. The chant, man. Fuck Don Callis. Man, I love that. I love Don Callis, bro. Heel manager, all time AEW, bro. He's up there, bro.
So can we? Is it safe to say the top two heel managers in the game today is Paul Heyman, number one, Don Callis, number two?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. So it's hard to choose. Like we just named two managers. That's basically it besides MVP. But MVP about to get in the ring at All Out. So he's kind of a tweener. But other than that, there's not a lot of managers. I can't even think of another one off the top of my head right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Manager is a dying breed.
Big Stoke.
Yeah, he's he's annoying as shit, bro. FTR didn't need a mouthpiece, bro, because Dax can talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Both of them can talk. Yeah,
like Shelton and Bobby really can't talk. Kyle Fletcher is basically the only one that can talk in the Don Callis family, so they kind of need that voice. You know, Takeshita really doesn't talk at all. We haven't heard Josh. I don't even know what Josh Alexander's voice sounds like. I haven't.
No, Josh Allen. He cut a promo. He cut a promo last night before Kyle Fletcher spit his promo.
That's right. He did.
Cut a little promo and stuff. See, he can talk. But yeah, shout out to the Don Callis family. Is it irrational to say that the Don Callis family is the greatest faction in the game today? Like,
yeah. And I would like Paul Heyman to start doing what Don Callis does. Instead of being ringside, get on that commentary table when Braun's fighting. Bro, you're missing an opportunity, bro. Yes. It'd be epic to have Paul Heyman talking during the match. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you know what? That is good shit, man. Paul Heyman really does need to jump on the mic like Don Callis does every time one of a person from his faction wrestles.
Yeah, talk that smack, bro.
Yeah, man. Paul Heyman is so good on the mic.
Yeah, like, he used to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
let him on there.
I'm with that. I'm with that, man. So let's go into, since we talking about Don Callis family and we talking about Takeshita, let's go into the number 3 storyline of the week, which was Mark Briscoe versus Takeshita in a just a straight good old fashioned one regular match. And again, Takeshita shows you. And Mark Briscoe has been showing me. Let me say this before we go into this. I really rock with the serious Mark Briscoe, like the comedic Mark Briscoe. That gets in the camera and is like, like, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. That's entertaining. But I like this serious Mark Briscoe right here, man. And you said it a couple of months ago. I really wasn't too in agreeing with you, but I do have to agree with you now. You said it 2 months ago. He's like, man, Mark Briscoe can go in that ring, and like he really can. And the match he put on with Takeshita showed me that. I mean, man, that was a good match overall. Again, that's like one of my second matches. Got to choose from match of the week. I find this to be good. What did you think about the match? Mark Briscoe.
I love the ending because my boy showed up. MVP or not MVP? MJF, baby.
Yeah, man, bro. Like him just out of nowhere pushing Mark Briscoe off the top and then laying down on the ground. I mean, MJF. First of all, which was a rarity. You really don't see MJF on Collision. You know what I'm saying? So, but I guess because they got the residency, you know what I'm saying, the 2300 arena. I guess he was already in the building, you know. But
Yeah.
the match was great. Takeshita was looking at MJF, bro. That's something I want to see.
That's what, bro. They teased it a little. They planted a seed to Takeshita versus MJF, bro. A little seed was planted, bro.
A little seed of them two having a match, or a little seed of Takeshita becoming a face. Which one do you mean?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay,
But
okay.
I'd love to see the MJF versus Takeshita match for sure. That would be all-time match. Anything with MJF, I want to see. See it.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. That was great. But this goes into a side storyline of the week. It was so many. I got to try to squeeze in this one. I really think the MJF and Mark Briscoe storyline is really about to ramp up now. Now that MJF is away from the world title picture for a little bit, now Briscoe is kind of finished with his program, what he was doing with the Don Callis family. Now I feel like the MJF, and we heard in interviews that MJF always wanted to do a program with Mark Briscoe. Now we about to see it unfold, man. I'm excited for it.
Mark Briscoe gets to pick the stipulation, bro. He gets to pick whatever stipulation he wants.
And we already know which one that's going to be.
Yeah. And, bro, MJF cutting a promo on his wife, bro.
Man, that was crazy.
That was all time. He said, babe, I got to go to work. If you leave, I was married to something before you. And he called her a bitch, bro. I was like, God damn, bro. You know she's about the business. You know, you with MJF.
Yeah.
I'm sure she had no hesitation. She's like, do that promo, babe. Dude, I just got married, but I got to go married to this game.
Hell yeah.
I turned that door and busted out the door. Bro, it was all time. I was dying laughing when I was listening to that, bro. It was intense. It was good, bro.
What was the line? Hold on. What was the line that capped off the promo? It was so good because it gave me Ric Flair vibes. But I was like, wait a minute. What did he say? What was the last thing? He said, by God, I did it. What was it?
I do. By God, I do.
I do. I was like, oh, man, MJF, man. This dude is great, man.
And shout out to him showing up. I mean, he got married, 3-4 days ago?
No.
Already back on TV?
He literally got married on that Friday.
And they showed up to Collision, they say?
Flew back to Collision on that Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
So,
called his
dedication
wife a
deal.
bitch.
The dedication, bro. Hey, bro, he said, that bitch. I was like, whoa, yo. Man, she understands the business because he get home, she going to be looking at him with arms folded out the door waiting on him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she going to be like, that was a dope promo, babe. That was a dope promo.
That was good shit, man. MJF, again.
And MJF still got that contract, y'all.
But see, have you noticed we haven't heard anything about it? I think MJF is playing the smart role of letting everybody forget about it, let it be in the tuck, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere. But he can't do it no more like that, right?
Yeah.
Tony Khan said you got to give at least a week notice.
Oh, yeah. Well, is that for future ones, or is that starting now with MJF?
Starting now with MJF.
I don't like that.
I got a funny feeling. Hangman's going to have a nagging injury, and he's going to be real known, and but he's such a fighting champ. And that's when MJF's going to go for the kill. And he's going to harp in on that injury the whole match.
What if MJF, long shot, joins the Don Callis family? You get the stare down with Takeshita, and then who's facing Hangman at All Out for the championship? Someone from the Don Callis family.
Which is, let's get into that then. That's my fourth storyline of the week. Kyle
the Proto Star
Fletcher, the Proto Star. They are really trying to put the rocket on this man.
The man needs some socks, bro.
The crowd chanting.
Great improvising by Hangman, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And how about you get some damn socks?
Right. Great read of the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. What did you feel about this whole scenario as far as he just is the newly crowned TNT champion and he's already going for the World Heavyweight Championship?
That's it's too quick. It's too quick. It automatically makes me think Kyle Fletcher isn't winning this match. I give 0% chance that Kyle Fletcher wins this match because it's too quick. But if he does win this match, that's going to be huge. I would think about it if I was Tony Khan, bro.
Yeah,
I would think about it. I would think about it.
But it's like
then you got the biggest heel. That would be the biggest heel you've ever had in AEW.
Besides
MJF. In a long time. Yeah, in a long time.
Yeah.
If you got Kyle Fletcher as the double champ, bro, that's insane.
Do you think if Kyle Fletcher does win both belts, and he'll be the first person in AEW history to have both TNT and the World Championship, where do you see his status as far as from where he's at now to where he could be? You think it'll be a huge jump? Do you think it'll be a small jump? What do you?
I think it'd be a huge jump, bro, because he'd be one of the biggest heels AEW has ever had, bro. He'd be everyone's favorite Hangman right now. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking, I was like, since Hangman's won the title, yeah, he had that little beef with MJF, but it was short lived. I feel like Hangman's title run right now is kind of flat. It's kind of flat. He's wrestling Josh Alexander. No offense to him, but he's kind of like a jobber right now. He's wrestling in tag team matches. He really doesn't have that storyline that goes on for a month and a half, 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
For the title.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's flat right now. And I mean, we just had this match come out of nowhere on Dynamite with what, 10 days till All Out?
Yeah.
So it's another short build to a title match for Hangman. He really doesn't have that. I mean, I think they might have went back to Swerve, maybe, if Swerve didn't get injured, or maybe a Will Ospreay or something, but those two got injured. So it's kind of he's in championship purgatory right now.
Yeah, I know. I can see what you're saying. I really can see that now if you break it down like that. That you have a lot of points there. And honestly, I'm trying to think right now, who else could challenge Hangman for that belt?
Just the number one heel in the game right now, Kyle Fletcher. I mean, it makes the most sense to have him do it. It's just, I wish they would have done this 5 more months down the line when, you know, Kyle Fletcher had some defenses of the TNA champion. He becomes a solidified TNT champion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because right now he only defended against Ishii. That's it.
2. Ishii, and then at All Out, the boy,
who was the out of shape fella.
Yeah, with the furry shorts you call him.
Yeah.
He defended it then. Now that you say that, everything's making sense to me right now. It's hitting my head. Heyman is actually in a storyline for his championship, because what did Don Callis say that they want? They want the World Heavyweight Championship back in the Don Callis family. So that means we're going to see a couple of feuds with Hangman and everybody in the Don Callis family, which leads me to think that we're going to eventually get a Okada and Hangman for the fucking belt. I think Okada and Hangman can do a little good promo. How the match will be, that's a whole different story.
Well, if Okada's in it, you know how I feel. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible.
I'm right there with you, shit. But I'm saying, but like, shit. What do you feel like the Murder Hawk Monster, Takeshna? See, that could be something that be salivating at the mouth. Takeshna and Hangman.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
I like Fletcher versus Hangman way better. It's going to be a better.
Why do you say that?
I just love Fletcher, bro. Fletcher's the man.
He is, but I'm saying, like, why do you think that's better than Takeshna, though?
I think right now, if I had to choose a match to watch, I'm choosing Kyle Fletcher.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Over to Takeshna
right now.
So currently, you think Takeshna is a better in-ring goer and performer than Takeshna?
I think it's closer. I think it's closer than people think it is. I'll still give the edge for in-ring ability to Takeshna, but Kyle Fletcher he's there, bro. And Kyle Fletcher, what did he say? 26 years old. He 26. Decides when his prime is. Bro, your prime in wrestling nowadays, as a male wrestler, I know there's this big female wrestler. The male wrestlers can wrestle in their 40s and blah, you know, all that controversy, all that stuff. But your male wrestling prime right now is about 32, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because all other sports, 32, you're kind of old. You know what I mean? But in wrestling, 32 is kind of like you're seasoned, all this. And Kyle Fletcher is 26, bro.
26, young.
So let's say he's 6 years away from his prime. That's insane, bro. That's insane.
That's he got a long ways to go. So he's definitely is the future. I can see AEW already kind of pivoting, trying to prop up more stars like Fletcher. They're trying to prop up Takeshna. They're utilizing the MJF more.
Yeah.
Heyman is on the forefront. So with Ospreay, Kenny Omega, and Swerve being out, man, I think right now AEW is not in a dire need of something by the come else. But to me, if I was Tony Khan, I'm bringing out the checkbook. I'm signing Cross and Scarlett, bro, just to add a little oomph. Because if Cross comes into the company, I think he'll be the biggest babyface in the company.
Probably.
Him and Scarlett.
And then we'll know that AEW fans watch WWE.
Exactly. Matter of fact, right off the top of the head, let me ask you this question. Cross Scarlett makes a debut next week. Who is the first program you will have Cross go against? Who's the first person?
Mox.
Who? You gonna go straight to Moxley? Okay.
Straight to Mox, bro. Straight to
Not
Moxley.
a little appetizer, no nothing. No. Just straight to Mox.
Because Darby Allin versus Mox, I'm just not into it as much as I thought I'd be.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't like. It was going on for so long. Then the guy went and hiked, the Mount Everest. Shout out to him. I ain't doing that. Hell no. But then he came back, and it's like, well, now that he's back, we have to continue this story. When it kind of didn't make sense where Mox was at the time. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Moxley outgrew the Darby Allin rivalry with what he was doing.
Well, Darby Allin still wants his pound of flesh.
Yeah.
Because remember, the last time we seen Darby Allin, he got chucked down a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Darby Allin but you got to remember, Darby Allin was who? What? The second victim of the Death Riders. So the first victim was Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bryan Danielson first, Orange Cassidy. Then it was Darby Allin. Remember, AEW day ones. And they are still sticking to it because everybody thought like, oh, what's the whole mission? Everybody forgot about it. Nah, Jon Moxley's still saying, you guys still don't understand what I'm trying to do. You guys would eventually know. You know what I'm saying? And I think like it's working. Like I'm gonna give props to Tony Khan. As much flack that he gotten online for how bad the storyline of Death Riders was, and it wasn't bad. It was very slow burn because this storyline has been going on almost a year now, and it's going to be over a year. The way they keep adding members to the group, this is not a fly by night stable. This is going to be a stable that's going to be here for a little bit, and it's going to be something. And we're going to remember in the archives of AEW history. Like remember the faction of Death Riders, like because that's how long in longevity I think they're going with it. Shout out to Tony Khan for not dropping the fucking storyline, no matter how much backlash he got up negative from the line. So that means he's seen and saw, and they saw something that we didn't see, and we're just now starting to see, and it's working. The Death Riders is a stable in the game. I'm fucking with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your thoughts of like how it started to where it's going now, and do you think that this is something that you see could be prevalent in AEW's history books for a long time to come?
For sure, but they could kill it with Daniel Garcia. It could be all ruined with Daniel Garcia.
God damn.
He could be the death of the Death Riders, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You do not like this guy at all. Not even a little bit, bro.
No, bro. I'm just not a fan of him. Not a fan, big dog. Not a fan.
Well, okay, that's fair. Fair enough, man.
My Daniel Garcia is your Sami Zayn, bro. That's what it is.
Plain, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is right now. Yeah.
Nah, bro. No, I ain't gonna.
And they kind of the same character, bro. That emotional, like, I gotta do this. Bro. That whiny complain about everything, babyface, bro.
Yeah.
So
that puppy dog fucking syndrome, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true.
Why did he get a birthday cake and I didn't get a birthday cake? It's not your birthday. That's why. That's what I feel about.
That's the old sibling thing. You know what I'm saying? It's your brother or sister. Well, I don't get a present. It's not your birthday. I'm sorry.
My boy Sami Zayn wanted the best championship in the world, and they're like, "We'll give you the U.S. belt." How about that?
Like,
shut up.
That's all he gets. That's all he gets, bro. But so with that being said, what did you think about the Kyle Fletcher Hangman promo face to face?
I loved it. I love when Kyle Fletcher said something. What'd he say? He said "man on man," and the crowd was like, "Hey!"
The crowd was like, "Whoa, pause, pause!" That's so fucking. It's New York, Philly. They always want to say pause all the time. Pause, son, pause.
That was hilarious, bro. He said "man on man," and the Philly crowd was like, "What?"
Kyle Fletcher's face got red because he knew he fucked up. He was like, "Shit, that shit came out wrong. It came out wrong." Oh man, that was good. I'm looking forward to this match. All out. Kyle Fletcher, man. But man, just think about it, man. If Kyle Fletcher does win, which I don't think he is, because Hangman, if AEW don't have the belt on Hangman, it's like,
But
they
what I
just had
said,
the belt on a
what's better
heel.
with Hangman though? What's the best thing about Hangman? It's not when he is championship.
It's
It's
the
when
chase.
he's pursuing the championship.
Right.
So if you take it off him and then he's got to fight his way through Don Cal's family to get it back, that's good TV in my opinion.
That is. But do you think Kyle Fletcher is at the next stage where he could take the belt off of Hangman?
And this is okay. This is another thing that they hinted at is Kyle Fletcher promised Hangman that no one in the Don Callis family or Don
that's right.
Callis would be ringside.
That's right.
So what if MJF helps him? What if MJF helps Kyle Fletcher win the belt? He promised that no one in the Don Callis family would help or Don Callis. But guess who's not in Don Callis family and hates Hangman? MJF. So there's a chance they could ruffle some. When was the last time AEW had a title change that you were like, holy shit, that just happened? Because no one in AEW, no AEW fan right now thinks Kyle Fletcher's winning this match.
Right.
Not a single fan, except for me. But I don't even think he's going to win the match. I hope he wins the match because that would be like that. Oh shit. I mean, you're going up against WrestlePalooza. You need some buzz. You need some internet buzz. What's the best way to do that? Kyle Fletcher, the proto.
That's true.
The future of AEW, bro.
That's true. That's true. Because you're right about one thing. It's been a while since we've had a surprise title change on AEW, and usually AEW is the master of that shit. Like they will. Oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's been a while. I don't know, man. That's good. But MJF could. But like I said, MJF might be busy with Mark Briscoe. So they're going to that. But now let's play off your scenario. MJF does start to come out to the ring, and it looks like he's about to interfere in the match. But guess who stops him? Takeshita. This might. Oh, but see that.
But then that could make Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher hate each other. Start then if Takeshita start that makes sense.
Really? You think?
Because if MJF is coming out to help Fletcher, and then Takeshita stops MJF, Fletcher's going to be pissed about that. You know what I'm saying? And it would turn Takeshita a face even more.
Yeah, that would be. But I think it would be a little bit too soon because Takeshita is already in the He's going to be in the program with Okada because they're beefing, right? You don't want him to start another program with MJF, and MJF's in the program with Mark Briscoe. So it'd be too much going on. You know what I mean? So, but if MJF does come out, that would be very, very interesting to see how that shit plays out, bro. Last storyline of the week.
Match of the week. I have a feeling I know what it is, but let's see.
Well, let me see here.
I'll say.
Well, no, this is actually a storyline.
Oh, okay.
This is actually a storyline.
It might be.
Because Tony Storm just went off the fucking handlebars and challenged Chris Statlander, Jamie Hayter, and Tekla to a fatal four-way for the women's championship at All Out. What are your thoughts of this? And what are your whole thoughts about Tony Khan? I see what he's doing. Like he is really grouping the women into like multiple programs, and this is very smart booking on Tony Khan because Tony Khan said, "I've only got 4 hours of TV in the week to display all of this talent," and literally, it seems like overnight, the women's division in AEW just got bloated. I mean, it is loaded now.
Yeah,
it
went from no one to everyone in that bit. You're like, no one's a player. Now everyone's a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what I try to tell people who talk shit online. They're like, oh, another multi-person tag match. Bro, it's smart. It is smart. WWE should really think about utilizing this tactic more now because it gives everybody TV time. It gives people recognition on the people who coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't not have people appear on TV for a long time and then put them in a program and expect people to care about it just because the program is so riveting. That's not going to work. You got to have people on TV. You got to make me care because I need to see them week to week. This is why the Attitude Era and the Nitro Era was so pivotal in the wrestling industry at the time, is because they made sure even the cruiserweights who you didn't really know like that, who wasn't in the main storyline, but you knew of them because they wrestled every week on TV. The Eddie Guerreros, the Chris Jerichos, the Juventud Guerreras, the Rey Mysterios. You know what I'm
Chris
saying? You had
Benoit.
those.
I'll say
Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Hell yeah, Benoit. Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and go there. They was on TV every week. And Tony Khan is finding a way to get everybody involved in TV every week. I don't have a problem with multi-person tag matches. I don't care. I really don't, because I'm used to it from watching AEW. It is what it is. Only people who have a problem with multi-man or woman tag matches is WWE marks, because they're not used to that type of
But they're
TV.
doing it more now. They're doing it way more often now. I mean, look at NXT.
You think so?
Look at NXT. What do we get announced? Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vicure versus Fatal Influence. And that just came out of nowhere a week before the match. So the same thing WWE fans complain about Tony Khan doing. You're just going to book this match for a week later. There's no storyline. There's no nothing. Well, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vicure are facing Fatal Influence on NXT, and you don't have a problem with it. Yeah. It makes no sense to me.
Right?
They're both biting from each other. Both companies.
They are.
WWE's like, that's kind of working, having those multiple tag matches. Now, what needs to stop is this $500,000 for the winner, because it's predetermined. I hate it. They don't really get the money, bro. They don't really get the money. We know, like, I don't get the purpose of that, bro. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
Shit, the Young Bucks took that bag last night, though.
Jon Moxley said, y'all can have it all if you win us the match. And they said, heard, got it.
Young Bucks took that joint, bro.
I love Moxley in that backstage segment being like reminding the Young Bucks that they're the Young Bucks, bro.
Yeah. Oh, when it was in catering?
F all the noise.
Down. Yeah.
Bro, when Moxley showed up, all those people scattered. Pussies.
Yeah. But that's Moxley, bro. You want to get into a Moxley, bro? But yeah, that was good. He had to remind them, put the battery in their back. Like, hey, man, y'all the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, cut it out. Nothing has changed. Put his food up on the table. People eat. He put his feet up on the table. Moxley, bro. That's my guy, bro. I rock with Moxley. But again, the Fatal 4-Way. What do you think?
I don't know when Toni Storm's going to lose his belt. I think it's still going to be a long time away because she's so popular. And I just feel like it's just like like you said, it's like the multiple tag. Let's let all these ladies get some shine at All Out. But Toni Storm's walking away with it. Tekla's on the uprise. I wish she'd stop coming out in them cowboy boots. Looks weird, but you know, whatever.
What about the fake nipple piercings on her wrestling gear, bro? What about that?
But it's interesting, but like you said, it's one of those matches just to get more people on the card so they can get some time. Toni Storm's gonna win. Her match with Sky Blue, banging match. That hardcore match.
It was.
Great match. Great match.
And what a nice callback to the ECW 2300 arena. They had a grudge match. They had a hardcore Philly street fight. It was great, man.
Another table not breaking.
Whoa. Whoa, bro. I said, man, he looked like that shit like it hurt. Oh.
Yeah. I feel like it hurts more when the table doesn't break. It's got to, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Ain't no give.
Yeah.
That pain shoot back up into your ass.
She got the staples in the booty. Staples in the booty.
Staples and booties in the titties and in the cuckoos. All of them they all got hit. All areas got hit that night, bro. I was like, yo.
Bro, I ain't taking no staple gun, bro. I'm not taking no staple gun.
I ain't doing that either, bro. I'm not doing that either,
who was
bro.
the one Marina Shafir stapled his tongue? Was that Swerve? Did she staple Swerve's tongue?
She stapled Swerve's tongue, bro.
You
Crazy
ain't doing
work.
that, bro. No.
He turned around and stapled her right in the neck. Bam!
But a lot of backlash on that match from WWE fans because of the staple gun to the booty and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
They were like, this is pro wrestling. This is pro wrestling. It was like, well, it's a hardcore match. Staple gun. WWE has definitely used staple guns before. But you know,
not in recent memory. They haven't. They took
Yeah.
But they used to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Oh boy, hey man, you know WWE fans will complain about anything about AEW. So that means like for you guys to not watch AEW, you sure do complain a lot about something you don't watch.
It's like they watch it and then just hate it. Or they watch the clips online and don't get the whole context of the whole match or then their segment. But it is what it is. We watch it all.
So let's go ahead and cop off this review because I have 4. and I'm gonna need your help. So you tell me.
Nope. You need to get one. You have to pick one, bro. No 4. You pick one. Come on, bro. I know which one you need to pick.
Bro, this is all right. I'm just gonna go with what I saw.
You have to pick one.
I really did like this match, but I wish it was longer. You know what I'm saying? And it was the Shelton and Ricochet match, right?
That was it, bro. That was the match, bro. Match of the week right there.
I wish it was longer though, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I ain't never seen super kick, bro. Ricochet took super kicks the best I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah. That's how you sell it. That's how you sell it. But I mean, matter of fact, I want to see them go at it like for real. I want to see a whole match with those two in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was too short, and interference came, and it was dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm excited for this trios match.
Yeah.
Hurt Syndicate versus the Gates of Agony and Ricochet. I think it's gonna be a banger. Everybody matches up so well with each other. You have big man. You have Ricochet,
Shelton and Ricochet.
Shelton. Well, you can do Shelton and Khan.
Yeah.
The dreads, do the dreads and Gates Atkins and Khan. MVP and Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Leader versus leader type shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a great matchup, man. You see MVP come out there with that cane, bro.
Then he used it to fling.
He hit that man with a judo flip with the cane, bro. I was like, what the? Oh shit! Yeah, that's gonna be some good stuff. But I couldn't put that there because it was so short of a match. As good as it was too short.
It was so good, bro. So good.
But Danny Garcia versus Jon Moxley. Wait a minute, I'm just saying. Here goes the choices. Then we got Takeshita and Mark Briscoe. We got the Philly Street Fight with Sky Blue and Tony Storm. And then we have the Hangman and Josh Alexander grudge match was fucking good, bro.
It was a good match. There was just nothing of substance behind it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a match. It was like, but bro, Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin was my pick. I was like, I think he's going to pick that.
I'm gonna go with Jon Moxley and Daniel Garcia. Because there's substance behind it. It had been built up a couple of weeks. It's been built up a couple of weeks from talking to his ear before he started his match, and then he called him out and having another match, and then look what the end result is. He joined the Death Rider. So that's got to be the match of the week for me, bro.
Ricochet brought back the scissors, bro.
You saw that Bobby something snapped them things, bro. But yeah, this was good. Good week for AEW TV. 2025 has to be the best year AEW had in the last 2 years. It really is. Tony Khan found his niche. He is in his bag. He is right. Everything is good. I can't remember the last time I watched a bad episode. Like even Collision has been more consistently good than bad than it normally. You know what I mean? This is good stuff, man. So the Sickos, I know we're having a good time. Sickos having a good time. Hey, WWE fans, if you like pro wrestling, if you love pro wrestling, you should watch AEW.
Just watch. I mean, they do. They watch.
I don't think they love. I think they just love WWE, bro. I don't think they love pro wrestling. I think they just love WWE.
Yeah.
So
MVP was talking about it on the podcast. He's like, people who say they love cheeseburgers, but then only go to McDonald's, don't really love cheeseburgers. You love McDonald's,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So like, McDonald's is WWE.
Yep.
I love cheeseburgers, so I'll go here. I'll watch this match. If there's a good match on TNA that people are talking about, I'll watch that. I'll watch some Worlds Collide, AAA. I'll watch some CLMM, whatever. All of it. I'll watch it all if it's good. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Watch it all. We consume it all because we are pro wrestling fans. And with that being said, y'all guys know what to do. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Actually, you better ask somebody. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Most definitely shoot a holler at us on YouTube. Go ahead and go to Spotify and get that up for us, man. We will really appreciate that. If you rock
Suplex that subscribe, baby. Suplex that subscribe button.
That's it. That's all you got to do. You rock with the 44 Heelz. We rock with you. Thank you for tuning in. This is the conclusion of our AEW Top 5 Storylines of the Week. We are the 44 Heelz. Until next time, peace.